Let you know, are you rolling?
Rolling.
Sound is on. We're feeling good.
Sounds good.
Good. Where's hair and makeup when you need it? Come on. So, Rafa.
Vamos, muchachos.
Today, we're gonna make a special,
You want to say what we're gonna make?
I think you should say it.
Cut.
Shall I start? My name is Alex Matthews and I am the co-founder of Calle.
I'm Rafael Martin del Campo. I'm also a co-founder of De La Calle.
Okay, so today,
We're gonna make carnitas.
tell me about carnitas.
It's a dish made from pork, cooked in its own fat. It's a very traditional food.
The last time I had carnitas where I was like, whoa, whoa. At a street vendor in Mexico City. Probably one of the best things I've eaten. If I could choose any animal and I had to give up everything else, I would choose the pig. What about you?
You know, I like fish. Oh.
Cut.
Don't look at Ron, look at this camera. Carnitas has a special relationship with Tepache. If you're in Mexico and you'll see a street vendor selling carnitas, I'm very close by also selling Tepache.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do something special with ours today.
Yeah, and we're gonna make carnitas today with some of our tepache.
Normally, this recipe calls for a Mexican soda, but we're gonna switch it up and we're gonna use this. I knew that would happen. I knew that was gonna happen. So should we get into what we need to make this here? Yeah. Okay, so we have our meat here, which we're gonna talk about in a minute. Tepache, black pepper, oregano, if you're English. And then we're gonna switch up, we're gonna put some cloves and some star anise in it as well. You'll need some oil, but you'd be surprised how much fat renders off the meat. Oven's on 250. This is organic, pasture-raised pork butt, but you can use different cuts. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna score this. The reason we're doing this is because we're gonna be rubbing in there a lot of marinade. Perfect. So,
Sorry.
no, it's good. I just want to talk to you about this pot. I just had to talk about pot. Yeah, a Dutch oven. I think that's what you call it here. I don't know why it's Dutch. Anyway. Vamos, muchachos. You could use a baking sheet with foil over the top as well. You'll get it'll be the same effect. So should we make the marinade? What we have here is our Cuisinart. You can absolutely do this by hand. It'll take longer. A lot of garlic, fresh thyme. We're gonna go in with that whole thing. Some oregano, 1.5 tablespoons of salt, olive oil, with a little bit of peanut oil as well, because we're not using lard. Remember, the pork itself has a lot of fat that's gonna render. Some orange zest, all the zest off of that orange and into this marinade. Man, that smells so good. Okay, awesome. So then I'm gonna go in with about this much black pepper, which is probably 2 tablespoons. And we're gonna pulse it. And we are good to go. We're gonna put our meat in the pan here, and then you're gonna pour that over the top. We're gonna work this marinade into all those crevices in the meat, and that is what it's gonna perfume and marinate the meat. Now, do you want me to get my hands in there, or should we do it together?
You can go ahead. Yeah.
You sure? All right. You want to get it completely covered in that marinade. Smells so good. Rafa, yours looks amazing. Want a kiss? No. Now is when normally we'd be adding the Mexican soda. But we're gonna add the tepache. So we're gonna use today about 1.5 cans of our tepache with the chamoy flavor. But you can use any of our tepache, basically all of them will work. But we chose the chamoy because, as Rafa said, there's lots of hints of orange and cloves and all kinds of amazing spice in there. While he's doing that, we're also gonna throw in a couple of things to perfume. So I'm putting in about 5 or 6 cloves. We're also gonna throw in a couple of these guys too. So this is star anise. Dude, we are gonna eat good tonight. This is looking really good. So one last ingredient, we're gonna add some brown sugar here, 2 tablespoons, and that's just gonna give it that extra depth of flavor and that extra sweetness of the meat. You want the meat to be kind of exposed from the liquid, and the reason for that is that meat on the top there will get nice and dark and brown. Yeah, so oven set at 250, and we're gonna go for 6 hours, which will mean that meat is just falling apart and delicious. We've invited some friends over, some team members over, and we're gonna have a feast. So we'll see you in 6 hours.
Have you seen the tortilla challenge, the slaps?
You guys should do it.
We should definitely slap each other in the face with a tortilla. We should definitely do that. Are you rolling? The tortilla challenge. We sip.
With Tepache.
You keep it in your mouth. You shut your mouth. Then we play Rochambeau, right? Let me know when you're ready. Oh, that's good. Cheers.
Cheers.
These are good, dude. Okay, it's 6 hours later. Should we get it out of the oven?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. Oh, a nice shot on my backside. It's perfect. Ronnie, you want to get in here?
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Woo! Yeah. Should we have a little? I can definitely taste the tepache. I can taste the orange zest. I can also the spices, the garlic.
Really good.
I can definitely
Really
taste
good.
the garlic.
Yes.
The depth of flavor is out of control. All right, let's get it onto this board, and then we're gonna boil it. That's the great thing about this, right? Is that the oven does all the work. Okay, so Rafa's gonna shred this. That looks insane. So I'm gonna put the broiler on. Maybe 5 minutes under the broiler on one side, and then we're going to turn it over and give it 5 more minutes on the other side. Back in 5. I've had too many tepache cocteles. In the UK, you'd say taco.
Taco?
How do you say taco?
Taco.
I should have grown a longer mustache for today.
Yes.
Taco.
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 Yes.
You want me to clap or no? Just like taco.
That sounds Italian though.
Say it one more time.
Taco.
Taco.
There you go.
Taco. Okay, okay. It's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna take it out. I can just hear fat hissing. That's all I can hear. That's a good sound. And that is looking so good. Why do they call it a taco? I'm just gonna move it
There you go.
onto here like this. I really feel like anyone can do this dish. Like this is not
so
hard.
easy.
You know what I mean? It's an easy thing to do. Like the thing that you got to get used to is just the waiting.
Yeah.
It's agony because the smell. Like, and the team is all stood behind the camera right now, and everyone mouths are watering. Everyone is ready for some of these tacos. So we're gonna go some cilantro, drizzle this over the top here, some green onions, and then also we're gonna spread some of these limes over the top as well. And then just a little drizzle of olive oil. And that, my friends,
This is how you make carnitas with Tepache.
let's eat. Rafa, nice.
It looks amazing.
Don't be shy, let's jump in. Jump.
Rafa making.
Get in there, go. You have to call this something new. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna try this.
Specifically what flavors?
This is amazing. I would never thought to put tepache in here.
Mexican? It's
You guys gotta eat them, right?
Oh, a lot of flavor.
Best carnitas I've ever had.
work,
Beautiful.
dude. Do you want to do the clap or shall I?
Go for it.